So Jordan Brand has kicked off 2025 with a bang. We just had the Black Cat 3s release, and for the most part, these joints are pretty much sold out everywhere. I know there's this debate on whether this pair actually truly sold out, but as far as for us over here in the States, for the most part, these joints are pretty much completely gone online. Now, as far as this release, I feel like it sets the tone for Jordan Brand heading into the new year. Sometimes it's not always about exclusivity, but rather when Jordan Brand puts out a popular model in a great colorway like this, it seems to be a recipe for success. So today we're going to take a look here at some upcoming Jordan Brand releases. We got some dates that have been moved up, some have been pushed back, and it looks like Z Sneakerheads is teasing the return of another Jordan Brand classic. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. You guys are watching John Alexander TV. Salute to you for tuning in. All right, so first up we got the women's exclusive Air Jordan 4 aluminum. Now these are set to drop coming up May 3rd, so this release is not too far along. It looks like these are going to be dropping top of summer, late spring. Now, as I just mentioned, when it comes to Jordan Brand releases, if they drop a popular model such as the Jordan 4 with good color blocking like this, you can at the end of the day pretty much just call these a UNC Jordan 4 minus the little flowers or whatever they threw in, you know, I guess for the ladies or whatever. But if you take that away, this is not a bad looking sneaker. But unfortunately, because they are women's exclusive drop, this one could fly under the radar. But if they would have called these a UNC 4, dropped them in full family sizing, I'm sure this would have been a nice little sellout. But we got these aluminum pairs to look forward to coming up top of summer, late spring. So this should be a cool one. Let me know if you guys are rocking with these right here. Now, next up, we got another Jordan 4. This is, again, a women's exclusive pair. Once again, Jordan Brand showing a lot of love to the ladies. We have the Jordan 4 Seafoam, which this pair is scheduled to drop March 8th. So this one is right around the corner. These feature a white sole. You got the seafoam colored upper with some little silver accents with the lace lock. So I feel like this is a cool one. I wouldn't necessarily call this one filler, but more so not a must cop, but still a solid release nonetheless. So drop your feedback on these ones right here. Now we're going to keep things moving. Next up, we got an official look here. Well, not an official look, but a legit pair right here. This is the Jordan 3 Lucky Shorts. Now this one is just right around the corner. Again, February 22nd to be specific. Now it's noteworthy to mention this is a kid's pair, which is pictured right here. But again, solid color blocking, a popular model in the Jordan 4. And on top of that, a nice little story, you know, to bring this one all together, you know, themed around MJ's Lucky UNC shorts. You got to love it. I feel like this is a really cool one. Although it is missing the elephant print, I feel like it's a subtle change, which doesn't bring anything away from this shoe. I feel like this is a great release that a lot of people will be excited for coming up very soon. Now, next up here, we got a unboxing. This is actually a look at the Jordan 9 Cool Gray. And with so many pairs that are dropping this year, like low-key, guys, I actually forgot about these right here. Or maybe it's due to the fact that I've never been a huge fan of this model. For Jordan 9s, you know, outside of like the olives or maybe the OG Chicago colorway, I would say there's not too many pairs that are on my radar. As far as these cool gray 9s, I feel like this is a one that Jordan Brand, they drop all the time, or it feels like it comes out like every 5 years or so. And I just remember like back in the day, seeing these on people's feet weren't too impressive to me. So kind of forgettable, but again, it is a classic. I believe this is an OG colorway, so I'm sure a lot of people will be checking for these. So let me know down below, man, or any of my Jordan 9 fans here in the chat. Let me know if you guys are excited about that pair right here. Now, next up, we got some delays, some dates which have been switched around here. So first up, we got the Jordan 4 Rare Air, a pair which we've seen leaked for a while now, teased so many different times. A bunch of early pairs have already hit the streets. Originally, this pair was supposed to drop in the summertime, but it looks like Jordan Brand currently is going to be pushing these back until August. So just a few more months of a delay. It seems like there's just so many pairs dropping that they got to kind of make room, you know, give people a little time to, you know, get some pressure on their wallets, because there's a lot of great Jordans. So for this one right here, I mean, it almost gives a play on the classic Bread 4s, but then again, you got that little hint of blue in there to bring the Rare Air theme all together. So this will be another nice one right here. One that I'm personally not a huge fan of, but I can see how a lot of people would like these. Now, as far as other date change, we got a date which has been pushed up. Originally, I guess these were supposed to drop sometime in the fall, but it looks like the Pure Money Jordan 3s will be dropping right in time, right in the middle of summer, with a scheduled July 5th day, right after the 4th of July holiday. So I feel like that was a great move based on the fact it's pretty much an all-white Jordan 3. Why not drop these in the summertime when everybody's trying to get them clean, low-top sneaker fits off? So you got to think that's a great move from Jordan Brand. And with the Black Cat 3s, how successful those were, I'm expecting nonetheless for these pure money 3s. Now, next up, we have another delay. Unfortunately, the classic, iconic, OG Aqua Jordan 8s will be pushed back to September. It's cool though because there's so many pairs dropping. Nobody's really complaining now. For this one right here, as far as Jordan 8s, it feels like Jordan Brand never really overdoes it with this model. When Jordans were starting to retro pairs in like the late 90s, early 2000s, the first set of Jordan retros, I feel like this one was like a grail for a lot of sneakerheads. I feel like it wasn't appreciated as much when it originally dropped, but more so reached grail status when those retros started to surface. So this is a great one. And, I don't really buy too many Jordan retros nowadays, but I feel like this is one that may be on my radar. I'm kind of salty. I missed the playoff 8s, which I would have rather had those with the little solid, bread color blocking. I feel like they're a little more subtle than these. These are a little bit more loud and kind of scream like 90s as far as the color blocking. But you got to love Jordan 8s, and this one right here is a classic. And we can look forward to these dropping coming up September 27th, unless any dates change or anything like that. So let's see, what do we have next? A first look at the Jordan 5 OG Grape. Now, the last time that we got these Jordan Brand, they tried to drop this like Fresh Prince, laceless type of like story theme with that shoe. A lot of people weren't really rocking with it. So it's good that they're actually dropping these in true OG form. Good Nike Air on the back. Not too much to say about these, but another great Jordan 5. It seems like we're getting a lot of great Jordan 5 releases this year. We got the black metallics. These, can you really complain? And then lastly, Z Sneakerheads is at it again. Give us a little teaser where they simply asked us, would you like to see the black infrared 6s release again? So I would definitely like to see them drop. In 2019, we did get the last black infrared release, which was not too long ago. But as far as this one right here, the black varsity red, which dropped, I want to say like early 2000s. Some of those first, or I think it was not early 2000s. It was more like 2010 or something. It was like during my peak Jordan era. So I feel like when it comes to the black varsity red, those are way better than the infrared, which I know the infrared is the OG color, but I'm not a huge fan of like that infrared. I feel like the black red, it really like trumps the OG in my opinion, and I would definitely like to see those return. And if they do, you guys can sign me up. Again, I said I don't buy too many Jordan retros, but these would definitely make the list along with the black metallic 5s. I got my eye on those, them Aqua 8s, and if they were to drop these right here, I'm cool. That would be my 3 Jordan pickups for the year. I feel like this is one of the best Jordans of all time. Not the infrareds, remember, but the black varsity red. It's a specific color. It's more like true red, not that ugly infrared. So let me know what you guys think. Would you like to see that sneaker return? Remember, it's not the infrared. This is the black varsity red, which I think dropped like 2010, 2011. Maybe it was 2009, something like that. But they dropped like 10 plus years ago. So drop your feedback. Just wanted to check in with you guys. We had a lot of big updates as far as Jordan Brand. So salute to Z Sneakerheads for keeping us tapped in. I'll catch y'all next time. Salute.